Hey Virgo, let's get your weekly tarot reading with the Audacity deck to start with. We'll draw a card from this because, you know, I have the Audacity. You've got the Zoom meeting. So this one is like someone sitting there on the computer. Everything around them's on fire. And they've got all these swords sticking into them. But they've got their coffee. They've got their phone in their hands. And they're intently focused on this Zoom meeting while all this is happening to them. Kind of gives me the vibe like being focused on work, being focused on like things that aren't really that important. I'm not saying that work's not important, but like putting all your energy into that while you are suffering. Like I'm getting, you know, you've got all these swords sticking in you. The house is on fire. Like literally, like your world's collapsing around you. Your health is literally suffering, and you're like, no, I'm fine. I'm going to be here on my Zoom meeting. I'm at work, you know. So let's delve into that a bit deeper, shall we? With the tarot. You've got 3 cards that have come out. 2 of Swords upside down. This is like you're stressed, you're confused, and there is a huge imbalance going on. Like if you are got all that going on and you're just worried about work, something's got to give, you know, something's going to break. Like you're going to have a breakdown, your health's going to fail, or something along them lines, you know. The 3 of Cups is like you're creative. You are cooperating as a member of a team, okay? The Queen of Swords is like your intelligence, like you're very, very intelligent. You have your objectives set, and either you're communicating something or communication is coming in for you soon. The Sun. So there's like happiness, positivity, success, vitality, and clarity coming in for you soon. I'm getting like, yeah, something's happening soon that's going to shift this slowly dying while I'm working kind of energy, but pretending everything's fine. Oh, this one wants to come out too. So you got this one first. 6 of Swords is like changes coming in, support's coming in soon, and there's going to be some movement in this situation. The 8 of Cups in reverse is like you regret something, you're avoiding something, and yeah, this situation has been very stagnant, like you feel stuck in it and it's not healthy, like it's stagnant like putrid water. Yeah, there's a Tower moment coming in, unfortunately. So chaos, change, but this is going to bring you some freedom. It's like a revelation and awakening. So it's like, you know, I use this example a lot. A Tower moment can be likened to a health crisis. You know, let's say somebody is pre-diabetic and they keep going down that road of eating the sugar and doing all the wrong things and not exercising and being sedentary. They're going to run into a Tower moment eventually where it's like, boom, I've got diabetes now. I can either keep going down this road till I start having limbs amputated and stuff like that, or I can turn this around now that I've had my Tower moment and go, right, I don't want that for myself. I'm going to get healthy and, you know, live in alignment with what's meant for me. So that's like a good example of a Tower moment, but it doesn't just have to be health related. It can be anything related. And in this situation, it's work related, okay? Remember, Jesus told us to look towards our spiritual blessings, look towards our spiritual inheritance, not to be so focused on the material world that we prioritize it over our spiritual blessings. Because if you're that focused on work that everything's burning around you and you've got swords stabbed in you everywhere, like, are you really prioritizing your family? Are you really prioritizing the human experience you came here to live. You got the Empress in reverse. It's like, yeah, you've got domestic issues. Deep down, like you might think all your security lies in getting that income, having enough money. But that is like stagnant. You're not progressing. It's like all these swords sticking out of you. Like you're wanting that promotion, you're wanting that pay rise, but you're not getting that. You're just getting swords. Like, tell me more a bit about this Tower moment, Spirit. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. This is like, rebelling, not conforming, breaking tradition, and being ignorant. So maybe it's like you're rebelling against the signs that the spiritual realm is sending in for you. The spirit and your ancestors are sending in for you. You're not conforming. You're breaking tradition, you know, like. And then you got this Knight of Cups in reverse. So this is like, you're a victim of deceit and jealousy. This might be why you're not climbing up on the work ladder. And you are constantly disappointed by putting all of your energy into pursuing this thing. So what's going to happen after the Tower moment, Spirit, for Virgo? This one wants to come out. Hang on. The Knight of Wands. This is like setbacks, being arrogant, and being reckless. So you might just end up going, you know what? I'm going to let my hair down. I'm just going to start drinking to deal with this stress. I'm just going to, I don't know, do something that's not good for you to cope with it. Maybe you already are doing something like, you know, having a few too many glasses of wine after that stressful day at work, and boss has been a shit cunt, and, you know, you're not getting the recognition you deserve. You didn't get that raise. You know, 10 of Swords. This is a painful ending coming in for you, all right? A very painful ending. And it's like betrayal. Being stabbed in the back. Like, this is going to be painful and sad for you. So what's the... Okay. I'm getting that Spirit kind of got what I was getting at there. Six of Pentacles in reverse is like... These people are selfish that you are working for. They are uncharitable. And they have unpaid debts that are more important than your happiness and you being rewarded and appreciated for the work that you're putting in. Because I'm getting like a lack of appreciation here. And just think, if you died today, they would have your job advertised tomorrow, looking to replace you. That's how much work values you, right? Any job, for anybody, you know? Unless you're like a brain surgeon or something, you are easily expendable. You are not valued in the company's eyes. I've had to learn this the hard way, you know? The Six of Wands is like failing because you're doubting yourself. So you might be not wanting to take that leap of faith and perhaps apply for a job where you're going to be appreciated and respected more. Or maybe even doubting yourself that if you take a step back and stop putting all that effort in that you are slowly killing yourself doing, you know, you're doubting yourself that you're not going to be able to make your ends meet. Not trusting in God, not trusting in being led towards your purpose. Because this job I'm getting, it's like you don't enjoy it. You're pouring all this energy. You are making yourself sick doing this. And it's not even something that you are passionate about anymore. You may have once been passionate about it, but you're not feeling that way anymore. And the Ace of Wands in reverse is like experiencing setbacks. You are lacking energy. You are feeling uninspired. But you're at the Eight of Swords. So you're in denial. You feel helpless and you feel stuck. If you don't like something, then it is you who has the power to change it. You are in charge of you. You are in charge of your life. And you are in charge of having enough respect toward yourself by not allowing people to disrespect you like this. And you've got the Seven of Swords. There's like illusions being cast around you, which is causing you to feel uncertain. And this is fast moving energy. So these, whoever you're working for is like deceiving you about something, and it's coming in fast. And then you got the Lovers on the side. So it's like bad relationships, disloyalty, conflict, discontentment, and uncertainty. These are all the things you're experiencing right now. Do you want to live like this? Because you have the ability to flip this. You don't even have to flip it from this. You're halfway there. You know, all you got to do is flip it. And then you'll be experiencing, you know, love. Being able to put the time and energy that you want to towards the relationships in your life. You're going to have choices. You know, you're limiting yourself by thinking you're stuck. There is so many possibilities out there for you. And these are going to bring more harmony into your life. And you're going to, you know, be around people who are more willing to cooperate with you than this company or boss or whoever it is that is treating you like this. The Wheel of Karma, Karma Dharma, destined, inevitable. So whatever's, like, if you don't flip this tower moment's inevitable, and it will lead you towards what is right for you. It's bound to happen. But you don't want it to get to that tower moment, you know. Cause and effect. I think whatever you do has an ongoing effect. Divine intervention, there's your tower moment, you know, that's the divine intervention coming in. There's cycles coming to an end, and luck will be on your side if you choose to pursue spiritual interests over putting the pursuit of material happiness first. You know, that's the true fortune, the spiritual pursuits. There's a rise that you've been on, but you've kind of hit a stalemate, and there's only a fall coming from there. So these are the circumstances. These are the consequences that you will experience unless you trust in that divine will and purpose for you, you know, and believe that justice will come in blindly. Like, you don't have to know the outcome. You don't have to have all the answers, but you will get your justice. You will get the good luck and good fortune if you start looking at what other choices do you have. What can you do about this situation you're stuck in? So unlikely. At this time, the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. That might be that pay rise you want. That might be that extra responsibility you wanted. Something about spring is coming in for you. The new moon. And like Virgo, you're the maiden in the zodiac. And this is about the maiden if you want a confirmation. Look, it says so right there. Sorry about my ugly nails. I had my fake ones taken off. Within 1 to 3 months, you can turn this around. Hermit, you need to rest. You need to relax. Take some time off if you need to. If you've got holiday time accrued there, for Christ's sake, take a week off, please, and have a pause. Suspend what you're doing. Pull some of these swords out of your back and chuck some water on that fire. You need to have some sleep. I'm getting you sleep deprived. You are supported, okay? You have every right to do this. Work is supported. They will survive with or without you, okay? You need to take time to meditate. You haven't been doing this. You've been inactive in all the other things in your life that are important because you've been pouring all your energy into this. And you need to take some time for recovery and find some relief. Have a vacation. Stop waiting for this thing that's not going to happen. You're like stuck between 1 and 2 things. You're in limbo. You need this self-actualization, this realization of things, recognizing things for what they actually are rather than thinking that you can somehow manifest something that is never going to happen. Okay? Family is what's important. That's the spiritual pursuit, you know. Having loyalty to your loved ones rather than loyalty to a shit boss. Being faithful to your loved ones rather than putting all that faith towards a shit boss. Allegiance, like being there, standing there by your family. You know, if there's something going on at school for your kid, don't let them go through it alone. Go there, back them up, support them. You know, don't miss out on those important moments that, you know, like the milestones, the big things that they're experiencing. You might be a parent, okay? Like this children thing, it only happens once, you know? If you're not there for those moments, you're not going to get them back. You might have siblings, you know, in your life that look up to you, that need you. If they're going through something, they might want your support. They might want to be there to support you too. It's like fidelity, you know, being faithful in a marriage. Well, if you're not home all the time, you're going to make a partner, like if you're not home and it's an all the time occurrence, you're going to make your partner feel unloved and unwanted, you know, and then there is that risk that things could go astray in the marriage. You know, you've got to show that commitment more than just being in a relationship and being faithful. Because if you're at work all the time, you're not really being faithful. You're putting all that time and energy, which your partner is entitled to some of that, you know. And then there's like being committed to your partner. You know, I told my partner I was going to be home at this time because we had plans. No, I will not stay back at work. I will not cancel my plans on the weekend, like that kind of thing. Because you deserve affection, so does your partner, so does your children, so do your siblings. There's support systems for you. You know, these people are support systems for you. There's other support systems that you can access. Something about origins, you know, who you are, what makes you you, what is your beliefs, what is spiritually unique to you. You know, you need to tap into that. You need to tap into who your tribe are, whether that be family, people with like-minded interests, you know, being able to pursue your hobbies and collaborate with other people that share the same interests as you. You need to be dependable and show up for people in your life. These are the spiritual pursuits, you know, being sincere, like I'm going to be home this day or I'm committing to this on this certain date. Like say what you mean and mean what you say. Because these are your kindred spirits, you know. You're not going to find your kindred spirits in the office at work or whatever setting you work in, okay? Changing. At this time, the situation is in a state of flux. Anything could happen. It's up to you, Virgo, to look at them choices, look at them avenues, look at the things that you should really be focused on. Because at the end of the day, having a huge income coming into the house and having all the things that you want and all the things that you think you need doesn't replace your time and energy there with your family. So I hope whoever needed to hear this, it's kind of like a big lecture ear beating, I'm sorry, but whoever needed to hear this, I hope that it resonated for you and it gave you the push or shove that you needed just to remind you what is important and, you know, to be there for your loved ones, you know, that's important. All right, take care. Peace out. Sending love, light, and healing energy. If you'd like a personal reading with me, the link to my store is down in the description. Other than that, I'll catch up with you all next time. Bye for now.